What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell because we're
on the road to 100K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it. Sound like a ukulele.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Jen. I am originally from South Africa. I then spent 11 years in England, and in a few days time I will have lived in New Zealand for 9 years.
Wow.
We are citizens of New Zealand now. We absolutely love it here. This has been the best move that we've ever made. We are so happy in New Zealand, but no place is perfect and it's not for everyone. Immigrating is so expensive and so hard to do, and it's such a big move that you really want to be sure that the place you're moving to is going to be a good fit for you and for your family. So I wanted to make this video sharing 7 reasons why living in New Zealand, while it's perfect for me, may not be the right move for you. The first reason living in New Zealand might not be for you is if you really enjoy traveling. New Zealand has so much to offer and you can travel from one end to the other, but if jetting off to other countries and other places and cities is really important to you, then living here just might not work for you. It is very expensive and very time consuming to travel pretty much anywhere. Australia is fairly close, so are things like Fiji, the Cook Islands, whatever. But if you want to nip to Europe, it's going to take you 25+ hours. If traveling to lots of different countries really matters to you, then New Zealand might not be the best place to settle. Another reason New Zealand might not be for you is if living amongst a lot of history, like really old things, is really important to you. I have a friend in England who really values this. She really enjoys that about England, that there are places with historical significance that go back many years, thousands of years even, and there's just so much history in one place. And New Zealand is a fairly young country, so it just doesn't have that. So if that really matters,
so far, 10 out of 10.
Yes, that's some good points.
That is.
That you have to think about, especially because they are so far away. You know, so if you are a person who travels a lot, I don't know, that's time consuming.
Well, I was looking at it like, if you don't like to travel, don't go out there because you look like you have to go the distance to certain places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think for us, you know, we would like that. And then it has a lot of history. And if you don't like the type, if you're not the type that likes to be around that type of environment 24/7, especially with their buildings and how everything is structured, like you would kind of get dull with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like black and gray almost. Like,
but they do have some history, you know, especially with the Aboriginal people. You know, so
they have a lot of history.
Yeah, their culture, digging into their culture. But I mean, like, if it's like other places, when you compare it to other countries, then I can see where they're getting at. But we have New Zealand supporters who say that a lot of them travel abroad. So, you know, just in case someone was watching this video, someone who is our supporter, and they want to move there and they have this question lingering in their head, let them know how you guys go around traveling abroad and how often you travel abroad. Give them some tips.
Yeah.
To you, New Zealand might not be for you. The third reason is if you want things done quickly. Now obviously everything is relative, and like I said, I'm relating this to our previous places that we've lived, which is England and South Africa, but mainly England. That's kind of where I spent most of my adult years before moving to New Zealand. And things in New Zealand, they happen slightly on a more casual timeline or basis than they did in England. So if you want things done quickly, if you want your paperwork put through quickly, if you're buying a house or even like the immigration process, it doesn't always happen that way. Things can take a long time. They can be done quite slowly, in my opinion, in New Zealand, and that could be a deal breaker for some people. So I did want to mention it. The fourth reason New Zealand might not be for you is if you really enjoy lots of shopping and lots of variety. You just don't get that here. Things are expensive and variety is limited. I don't mind that, but for some people it's really important to be able to go on a big shopping spree, to have lots and lots of choices and variety and options and lots of shops. But if that matters to you, maybe New Zealand isn't the place for you. Unless you
that could be a bad thing for a woman. Because I know y'all like to go shopping and walk through them stores and see what they got out there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if you like them online gigs and You always gonna get a. Hey, you gonna get what you asking for.
Okay, so.
And they be having those discounts online too. I think you will see the discounts quicker than you would when you walk inside of a store.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I imagine that Australia and New Zealand travel from and to each other often.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you don't get it in New Zealand.
Can you go?
Like, can you just say, "Oh, we're gonna spend a weekend in Australia,"
That's
the
a
nearest
vibe.
city
That's a
in
vibe,
Australia? You know, that's just like us wanting to go to Canada or us wanting to go to Mexico. Like let's go spend a weekend there. Let's go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I imagine it to be like that.
I would like that. You would like that.
That's variety.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than staying in one spot, going down the street to shop, and then you can just do it like that. But again, you have to love to travel for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and New Zealand do have those roads. It's like crazy, so you can go back and forth and get what you got to get. Yeah, you can make a big plan with all of this.
Go across to Australia or somewhere else for shopping trips. The first reason is if you like things to be more formal, to dress up, to have things more sophisticated, New Zealand is a very casual country. I live in South Taranaki, which is like dairy farming country, and things are super casual here. It's really easy to let yourself go. There are obviously areas of like maybe Auckland where things are more sophisticated and more kind of dressed up, but overall New Zealand is a very casual country, and if you really want that sophistication and that formality, New Zealand might not be for you. If you're after a super casual, laid-back lifestyle, this is the place to come. The sixth reason is if you really, really feel strongly that spanking needs to be in your repertoire of parental skills. Spanking is actually illegal in New Zealand, so if it's really important to you, maybe don't come here. You're not allowed to spank or hit or smack your child in New Zealand. And the seventh reason New Zealand might not be for you is if you are in a very low income field. Immigrating is so expensive, it's going to set you back financially and it's going to take a while to recover. And just overall things are expensive here. So if your field of work is a low income one, you're probably going to struggle and it may not be the lifestyle that you're after, depending on what you're looking for. It's possible that you'll have trouble even getting a visa if you're in a low income field because there are income thresholds depending on which visa you go for. I would recommend speaking to a licensed immigration advisor if you want visa advice, and I will link one down below for you. I have a Facebook group called Moving to New Zealand, which I will link down below. We have, I think, almost 12,000 members in there now. It's growing.
Alright, man. These are the facts. These are the facts.
You know?
Okay,
No spanking your children. I'm one of those people that I would actually appreciate that. I feel like some people just do not know how to discipline their children without hitting them. I know that may be a controversial topic for y'all, but I just feel like some people, it's abuse.
I think that's that old. I think that's more so like that old school mentality now. Whipping or spanking your children. At the end of the day, like it's ways to doing it. I know this conversation again can be controversial, but it's like if you're teaching your child that, listen, if you do this, these are the consequences. So think about the consequences before your actions. Mm-hmm. Don't run that red light. You're going to get pulled over. That's life. Don't go to school and do something wrong. You're going to get suspended. That's like you got to understand these type of tactics with your children. So yeah.
Right. I feel like that is just good for people who abuse their children. You know, some people don't know how to discipline children without lifting a finger. So I feel like that covers the children who's getting abused.
Not just the finger, the arm.
Right, that covers the children who's getting abused. So
I like that though. Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that. It is for the ones who actually does that because it's a line to everything.
Right.
You don't want to cross that. Once you cross that, you definitely you're just overdoing it. Big fact.
Yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. I feel like our Caribbean people. I was waiting for the big pain. I was waiting for the big pain. I had another note. Yo. I feel like our Caribbean supporters would do great in New Zealand with the slow paced lifestyle, you know. So I just wanted to put that.
What about the casual dressing though?
Yeah, casual dress. Everything's just no rush, no
Caribbeans are y'all like always by the beach. Mm-hmm. Y'all chilling. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got that breeze non-stop. So y'all just relax 24/7. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad at all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. Peace.